volunteer roles of all, and you performed it with dedication and tenacity. You distinguished yourself as a steward of our mission of teaching the lessons of the Holocaust and using those difficult lessons to promote tolerance. You have set the bar very high for me, and for that, I have to thank you. As has been the tradition of HMTC, a beautiful tree has been planted in Steve's honor. And yes, Carol has been watering it. May it grow strong like your leadership, and may it provide HMTC many years of beauty. Now I would like to invite Deborah Lam, our Development Director, to start tonight's program. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. As Andrea said, I'm the Director of Development at the Center. It was a true pleasure getting to know Steve during the last 6 years of his chairmanship. During his time as chair, he was not only a leader in the fight against anti-Semitism, but also an advocate for the importance of combating bias in all of its forms against all people. To the staff, he was our boss and also our biggest champion. Thank you, Steve, for your leadership and tireless advocacy for us and for your advocacy for the Center. We will treasure the memories of working with you and laughing with you, and most of all, we will miss you. As chair, Steve strengthened ties between our center and the many diverse communities and people throughout Long Island and beyond. And some of those people want to let Steve know how much they respect and appreciate him, so they submitted some video messages that you will now see following a few photo highlights from Steve's time as chair of HMTC.
Dear Steve, we gather here tonight to say thank you, Steve, and wish you well as HMT's chairman you do leave. So listen carefully and you will hear why in our hearts we hold you so dear. Your tireless efforts and hard work are noted to HMTC and the mission you have been devoted. As a docent, educator, volunteer, and 2G, and although it seems so long ago, a recent honoree. Thank you for caring about each one of us, even when we asked too many questions or made a fuss. You attended our meetings, keeping us updated. You always made us feel appreciated. You listened to our thoughts on various topics and kept us abreast about the center's optics. To you and your lovely wife, Trudy, we wish you a life filled with health and beauty. May your days be filled with lots of fun in New York or in the Florida sun. Thanks for 8 years as our leader and mentor and all the things you have done for our center. Hope with us you'll stay in touch. We will miss you very much. With caring and respect, Gail Castillo.
Hi, everyone. It's Nassau County Executive Board, Curran. So I wish I could be speaking to you in person about my friend Steve Markowitz, but how we're doing things these days. Steve is a wonderful man, he's a good friend, and he's been such a great leader of the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center. His compassion, his ability to speak to everyone from all walks of life and find that common humanity has made him such an excellent leader of this gem in Nassau County. So Steve, I know we're going to keep you busy. You're going to be active. You've done a fabulous job for 8 years. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your service. And I look forward to seeing you in person. Thank you.
Steve, I'm going to read what I wrote because I do not want to forget anything. It is an honor to be on the Executive Committee and Board of Directors of the Holocaust Memorial Tolerance Center and work beside you. You were an inspiration, highly intelligent, moral leader with integrity who guided HMTC for 8 successive years, enhancing its reputation, having the community awareness, and adhering to its mission and goals. Your perpetual and enhanced important work of teaching the lessons of the Holocaust. You performed your duties as chairman with grace, compassion, empathy, and foresight. You endured times of extreme adversity from myriad directions. Yet you stood steadfast to your convictions, withstood extreme pressure from others, and fulfilled your term with dignity and integrity. Most noteworthy, you advanced the recognition of the center to a new level, caused the education of tens of thousands of students of various ages, had nursing and police training sessions, weekly interesting and educational events at the center for the public to further its education of not only the Holocaust, but current incidents and affecting our lives. You directed and guided us through the COVID-19 pandemic and its most difficult and financial effects upon the budgeting and existence of the center, with a positive result of being financially secure through the end of 2020, which is 4 months after your term expired. Vision, perseverance, belief in oneself was your guiding mantra. Steve, you experienced the most difficult period of any chair for various reasons, and you kept the vision and significance of the center to the highest standard possible with a skeleton staff, albeit the best and most dedicated that can be acquired. It is your personality, dedication, and leadership that earned the respect of all and retained such a special staff. The volunteers who worked so diligently in so many ways, events and fundraisers that assisted the center, was due to the respect and acknowledgement of your leadership and their devotion to the center. The dignitaries and politicians that you brought to the center greatly increased the awareness, publicity, all which resounded to its benefit. May you always be remembered, recognized, and appreciated by all involved, notwithstanding diversity of opinion, ideas of management, or personal feelings, for what you accomplished for the benefit and future status of the center that you love and work so hard for. May your future be bright, happy, healthy, and your efforts and guidance relative to the center continue from strength to strength. All I can say is that nobody could really fully appreciate everything you did and what you went through and the success that you brought during your tenure. The best to you.
We all owe a great deal of gratitude to Steve and would like to take a moment to thank Steve for his dedication and leadership the past 8 years. Due to Steve's vision and leadership, the center's reputation and growth as a leading tolerance center on Long Island has become well recognized. The exponential growth of both school children, Nassau and Suffolk County police cadets coming to the center and attending tolerance classes is part of this realization of his vision, which hopefully will make Long Island a better place to live. We would also like to give recognition to Steve's efforts to reach out to other religious groups in an ongoing effort to combat prejudice and division. May his vision live on.
We would also like to give a shout out to Trudy for her support of Steve in the difficult task of achieving these accomplishments. Trudy has been a tremendous supporter of the programs at the center.
Lastly, we would wish Steve as he becomes more involved with Hofstra University and the leadership role in Nassau County politics.
Hey, it's a great honor to join all of my friends at the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center as we say thank you to a good friend, Steve Markowitz, for his service to the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center in Glen Cove. I've known Steve for many years, and he's a good man. And he's taken his talent, he's taken his skills, he's taken his knowledge, and he's helped all of us to learn more about the Holocaust, and more importantly, learn about other injustices that exist in the world today. And he's encouraged people to be more educated and to be more tolerant and to work together for a better world. Steve, thanks so much. You deserve a well-earned rest as you retire from this position, and we know that we'll get you back to work real soon. Thanks so much, Steve, and thanks to everyone for honoring him.
Hi, Dad. Congratulations on all your accomplishments these past 8 years as chairman of the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County.
We are so glad that we can be part of this special evening and celebrate all of your hard work. Your perseverance, dedication, and commitment to the center is so inspiring to all of us.
You should be so proud of the example of compassion and leadership that you set for me, Colin, Zach, and Spencer. We love you.
Congratulations!
I met Steve Markowitz over 30 years ago when my husband and I had the good fortune to be seated near Steve and Trudy at Temple Israel of Great Neck's High Holiday Service. The Birnbaums and the Markowitzes soon became fast friends as we realized all we had in common: concerns about our mutual village, our political leadership, and our overall community. Over the years, I watched as Steve's leadership skills were on display as president of Temple Israel, president of the Great Neck Democratic Club, and as chairman of the board of the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center. Shortly after I became a Nassau County legislator, I contacted the center, arranged for a tour with my staff and theirs, and then talked with Steve to see how we could work together. Subsequently, I hosted several Yom HaShoah events at the legislature, working with Steve to provide excellent speakers. As our county and our country have faced repeated acts of anti-Semitism and hatred, I have proudly watched Steve react by issuing strong statements and taking action at the HMTC. Steve, I salute you for your 8 years of outstanding service as chairman. Enjoy your retirement and hope to see you on the tennis court soon.
Hi, Steve. I want to wish you the very best of luck in all your future endeavors. I'm sure I'll be seeing you in both our neighborhoods, Great Neck and Delray Beach. Looking forward to it, and I'm sure Trudy will be happy to have you back. It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Dear Steve, it's a blessing and an honor to have your friendship. You are a strong voice against all forms of hatred on Long Island and beyond. The community of the Islamic Center of Long Island has fond memories of you standing shoulder to shoulder with the Muslim community against Islamophobia. Hope to see more of you. It's going to be fun enjoying samosas, sitting in the courtyard of Islamic Center of Long Island with you and Trudy. Stay blessed, my friend.
Steve, John Cameron, I'd like to personally express my sincere gratitude to you for all your years of dedicated service to the center and for your tireless leadership of our board. Your efforts have helped to elevate the consciousness of our elected leaders about the tragedy of the Holocaust and helped educate thousands of Long Islanders about the lessons of the Holocaust. It was your passion and commitment, Steve, that convinced me to join the board, and for that, I thank you. I look forward to working with Andrea and her leadership team in carrying on your exemplary work. On behalf of Loretta and I wish you and Trudy the best of health and happiness in the coming years. Once again, thank you, good friend. God bless you.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Thank you for your commitment to the mission statement of the Center for always reinforcing the education of the lessons of the Holocaust, and also for always having our back and supporting us as educators and docents. We love you. We wish you good luck, and we'll miss you. We sure will. And hope to see you. But you'll keep coming to the center so we can see you. And it's Linda and Joanne and Oscar.
Steve, first of all, you should be glad to know that from now on, this event is under strict and loving rabbinic supervision. Deanna and I want to wish you and Trudy and your entire family Mazal Tov. You have brought your considerable gifts to this important and very holy work, recognizing that we need to understand the Shoah as deeply as we can so that we can help the Jewish community never to have to experience its horrors again, and also so that we can apply the lessons of the Shoah to ensure that no one is vulnerable to the horrors that human hatred can cause. I wish you Mazel Tov moving forward. I'm sure that you will use the time ahead, hopefully, to enjoy yourself, but also to continue to have a positive impact on the community, which you have done in so many ways. I am honored and grateful to have you as an esteemed part of the Temple Israel community and also as a personal friend. L'chaim, Mazel Tov to you moving forward. May you use each and every day to the fullest.
Hi, this is State Comptroller Tom DiNapoli. I'm pleased to salute and thank my friend Steve Markowitz for the invaluable contributions he has made to the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County. As chairman of the center for the past 8 years, Steve played an integral role in starting the Friedlander Education Institute, which offers video conferencing programs and a wide variety of workshops for students, adults, law enforcement personnel, nurses, and educators. With Steve's leadership and the center's team, tens of thousands of students have had the chance to learn about the history of the Holocaust and the timely lessons it holds for us today. He's also done a tremendous job to help teachers, lawyers, and first responders learn those same lessons to combat anti-Semitism, intolerance, and discrimination in all its forms. Steve leaves a huge legacy. His thoughtful efforts, strength, and integrity have made a tremendous difference. Thanks to Steve's efforts, all Long Islanders are proud of the center and the work it is doing. I wish Steve and his wonderful wife, Trudy, happiness and fulfillment in the next chapter of his life. Congratulations, Steve, on a job well done.
Hi, Steve. It's Linda Burghardt here, congratulating you on 8 very productive years as chair. And under your leadership, the center flourished in many ways. There were new programs, new projects, the staff grew and grew together, the museum's offerings were expanded, and the all-important education programs deepened. And these are just the accomplishments that we could see. We know you worked hard to make the board function in an organized and cohesive way, and that you worked hard at fundraising and at making connections with political leaders that could help us. But most important, you were always there for us, all of us, with guidance, appreciation, and compliments. You were there with a kind word, an encouraging word. You wanted us to succeed, and we did because you showed us how. So here's to you, Steve, a man of honor and a very successful leader. And all I wanted to really say is very simple. Steve, thank you.
Hi, this is State Senator Todd Kaminsky, and I just want to wish Steve congratulations and thank him from the bottom of our hearts as Long Islanders for the really important, groundbreaking work he did. The Tolerance Center is just a really special, important place that is tackling an issue that, frankly, you'd like to think at this point in our society we wouldn't have to do, but evidence mounts every day that we need to do more and more to combat the rise of intolerance, discrimination, racism, and anti-Semitism. The work at your center is the basis for my bill on teaching our young students about symbols of hate, and the work you've done has changed lives, have made our communities better, fostered dialogue, and made Long Island a better place to be. We've got a lot more work to do, but you've provided us a blueprint on how to move forward. Thank you for all your work. You're really going to be missed. Thank you for your friendship. Good luck and best wishes.
Hello, Steve Markowitz. On behalf of our entire community, I want to thank you for being an osek b'tzorchei tzibor be'emunah, someone who has worked and labored tirelessly on behalf of this community and has done so with true conviction. You have been an ohev shalom v'rodev shalom, one who is an advocate for peace and a pursuer of peace by virtue of speaking out against intolerance anywhere. Your leadership has been inspiring, and once again, I thank you for your service in the past and look forward to service still in the future.
Hi, Bifa. We all want to congratulate you on your 8 years of leadership at the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center. We are so very proud of you and all that you have accomplished. Your commitment to the center and to its mission are an example to us all. You taught us about tolerance, respect, and being an upstander. And these are lessons that we will always remember.
You are always proud of the center's staff and their efforts and never miss a chance to tell us about the latest lecture, movie, program, or addition to the museum.
We all saw how hard you worked during your time as chairman, and we sometimes even questioned why you would give so much of yourself. However, despite the challenges of your position, you never lost sight of its purpose. And that's another lesson that you taught us, one about dedication to important causes and to our community. Congratulations, we love you.
Hey Steve, I just wanted to take a moment and thank you and join everybody thanking you for your incredible leadership and contributions at the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center. You have made such a difference and been such a leader, and the partnerships that you have formed across all lines and brought people together have been really inspirational. Thank you so much for your service, and I know that we're all going to find a bunch of additional ways to draw you in. There's so much for you to do and add a value here in our county. Thank you for your leadership, and the best to you and your family.
Jean and I want to thank you, Steve, for your fantastic leadership as chairman of HMTC for the past 8 years. You and I have worked together on many, many events. The support and time and effort that you have given to these events cannot be surpassed. We both hope that you and Trudy will enjoy your retirement because you deserve the best.
Hey, Steve, it's Meris. I just want to say thank you for your incredible dedication to HMTC as chairman. Everything you always did came from the heart with lots of love and endless energy. Thank you for bringing me on board. And during this time of COVID, I just want to send you lots of hugs and many, many sincere thank you for everything.
Hi, this is State Senator Jim Gaughran, and I just want to congratulate Steve Markowitz on his retirement as the chairman of the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center. And I want to thank him so much for what he has done for Long Island as a community, because so many people, young and old, have visited that center, and he has grown it into one of the most important institutions, I think, in the world, teaching not only about the horrors of the Holocaust, but about tolerance and how today we always have to be ever vigilant to make sure that anti-Semitism and any form of intolerance and hatred has absolutely no place in our society. So Steve, thank you for what you have done. I know there are many more chapters in your life, but I really am so grateful for what you have done for our community.
Hi, Steve. I'm standing here in our beautiful Children's Memorial Garden. I would like to thank you for your leadership, your friendship, and your support. Under your leadership, we have raised over $200,000 for the revitalization of this garden. This garden, dedicated to the 1.5 million Jewish children murdered in the Holocaust and to all children that died during World War II. This garden was started with the Million Pennies Project, in which school children from Nassau, Suffolk, Queens, and Brooklyn collected pennies to create a living memorial. Each penny symbolized the loss of one child. Steve, on behalf of the Garden Committee of the Children's Memorial Garden, I would like to present to you this butterfly. The butterfly has become the international symbol of the children that died in the Holocaust. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
No, go.
Hi, Steve. It's Nancy and Sid. We have admired the dedication you have brought to the Holocaust Center for all these years.
Now it's time for you to kick back and enjoy and enjoy yourself. We're not very professional at this, but our hearts are in the right place, babe. Really enjoy yourself. You did a great job. Take care.
See you soon.
Hi, Steve. I take this opportunity to thank you for 8 years of outstanding leadership and guidance of HMTC. As the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. Your tenure as chairman has ended, but all you have done for the growth and new heights that you've brought our center has its lasting mark through the educational programs, community outreach, and first-class museum with its wonderful revolving exhibitions. Every decision you've made, every action you've taken, you've done with careful thought, understanding, dignity, and always with the heart of the mission of our center up front. You've done it all through some very challenging times, and the center is all the better for it. May you continue to go from strength to strength and continue serving and benefiting HMTC, spending time with your wonderful family with a lot less stress. And I wish you good health and happiness always. And I thank you and appreciate all that HMTC has benefited from your guidance and care. Thank you again.
Hi, from Pat and Charlie Schneider. We would like to thank Steve for introducing us to the Holocaust and Tolerance Center and for the wonderful work he has done to further the understanding of tolerance and inclusion of all as a solution to bringing us together in peace and harmony. And a special thanks to Trudy for sharing him with us. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Steve, for your extraordinary leadership of and contributions to the Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center of Nassau County. Your words and your actions serve to bring together diverse people from our communities to understand the universal importance of never again. In the time and energy you poured into this work, you inspired countless people to embrace respect and compassion at a time of growing hate in our country and around the world. You are a tzaddik, a proponent of justice and memory, and you inspire all of us to not only talk the talk, but to walk the walk. Thank you.
My dear friends, I'm Rabbi Abraham Eckstein. I'm happy to join with you in paying tribute to Steve and expressing our gratitude for his devotion to the Holocaust Center. We just celebrated Yom Kippur, our holiest day, on which we recite our holiest prayers. And one of them is Yizkor, in memory of our loved ones. The Holocaust Center is our Yizkor for those who perished during the war. And we thank Steve for his devotion, and may he and his beautiful wife be blessed with good health and blessing in this coming year. Amen.
On behalf of AJC Long Island, we want to thank you for your many years of incredible service, fighting hate and bigotry and bringing people together in this all-important task. Long Island, New York State, the United States, everyone is better off for the tremendous service you've given us, and we wish you the best of luck in the next chapter of your life. Yasher Koach.
Hi, Steve. Thank you from AJC Long Island for expanding Holocaust education from students to police recruits and beyond. Thank you for also reminding us that as Long Island, we must never forget. Good luck in the next chapter of your life.
Hi, Steve. It's me. Congratulations on this wonderful tribute. It certainly is well deserved. Only I know how many sleepless nights you spent worrying about your beloved Holocaust Center. But you didn't need to worry. Your list of accomplishments are many. Your dedication to the staff and the innovative programs you collaboratively developed are truly unparalleled. I marvel from afar at your patience, perseverance, and composure. You continue to make your family and me very proud. Can't wait to see what you'll be tackling next. I love you lots and lots and lots.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Did you all enjoy some of these moments? I think Eileen and Neil have a few things that they'd like to say. Thorin, can you spotlight Eileen and Neil so they can give their dedication and then bring it back to me so we can do our final words and have Steve open his, hopefully, a very appropriate gift. Eileen and Neil, take it away. I think you're muted.
He's muted, Andrew.
Okay, I've asked him to unmute. Okay.
Hello. Do it again.
Hello.
Okay, spotlight, please. As many of you know, Steve is a tennis enthusiast. So we call this the HMTC Tennis Open, a tribute to Steve Markowitz. Try to count all the tennis terms in this little shtick. Next to me is my doubles partner, Eileen Chrissy Tanner. And me, I'm Neil Roscoe Tanner. And Eileen and I will now volley the comments.
Steve, you held court for 8 years and served HMTC very well. You aced it with your dedication.
You set high standards and your game was always on.
Because of your passion for the center, it was a labor of love, which included the PBS production of The Treasures of New York.
You also helped establish the Long Island Bi-County organization to deal with hate crimes.
Steve oversaw the rebuilding of our professional staff, establishing a welcoming, friendly, and productive environment.
And this rally can continue with many more accomplishments, but we were given just 1 stinking minute to complete this set. So I now give it over to Eileen to serve up the next comment.
We wish Andrea and her officers much success in carrying forward the mission of HMTC.
Steve, it was an honor and a privilege to serve as your vice chair. I learned a lot watching you interact with people. You listened to others, and then your judgment produced sound advice, which produced a very successful tenure as our chairman.
And as a doubles team, a close friendship has formed between Neil and I with Trudy and Steve. And for this, we are so grateful. Game, set, match. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Alan.
And on that note, Steve, I would like you to open the gift that was delivered a few days ago, and you've showed great restraint in not opening it. We hope you enjoy it, and following Neil and Eileen's 3 minutes we gave you, and thank you.
I was 1 minute in the beginning.
we would like everyone to see. Hopefully he can get it unwrapped. Okay, we should have told him he needed a pocket knife.
He's got one.
Oh,
You are muted, Steve.
you're muted, Steve. Okay, we're good.
I'm unmuted. I love playing with bubble wrap. Getting there.
Getting there.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
And if you can read us the back.
Okay, 1 second here. Okay, the backs, this is by Charles Fazzino, I can immediately tell. And it says, Steve, you held court for 8 years and served HMTC very well. You aced it with your dedication, game, set, match. Thank you, September 2020. Charles Fazzino. I gotta tell you, this is very, very meaningful and appropriate, and it will go up on the wall in our new place in Florida. So thank you all very, very much. Is it my turn now?
Actually, Carol wanted to say a few words. Carol, are you still there?
Oi.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Not that I want you to say a few words, they threatened me. I just wanted to say it was such a pleasure to work with you for the 8 years. You were easy to talk to. You were behind the staff 110%. Not only could someone go, your door was always open for either personal or professional help. You were always, always available. I know the stress you went through to keep the center afloat. I know there was times, since we rely only on donations, there was times that you really worried. I could see you didn't sleep because funds were getting low. And your Rolodex doesn't have millionaires, unfortunately for me too. I thought maybe I could make a connection with one of them. I saw you worry about the center every day you were there. You and if there was anything wrong at the center, you came in and solved it. You were always available to everybody. The volunteers loved you. The staff loved you. I see we have a couple people that have left that were on the staff, and they're on tonight to pay tribute to you. And that's really an honor to think that someone left and they still remembered how kind and thoughtful you were. There's probably 1,000 things I was thinking all day to say, Everybody said everything that describes you perfectly. I have a few little Irish blessings for you. May the Lord take a liking to you, but not too soon. May you be half an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead. May you die in bed at 95 years of age, shot by a jealous husband. We wish you days of happiness, not filled with strife. We hope that your retirement years are the best years of your life. Now, if everybody will raise their glass, I'd like to make a toast on behalf of the board, the survivors, the staff and volunteers. I make this toast honoring a very special person who is the most caring, loving, and generous person I know. God be with you. Cheers.
Cheers. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
All right, L'chaim.
Carol, you're supposed to be more Jewish than all of us. You have to learn the lingo.
Mazel tov.
Bottoms up.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Steve. We hope you enjoyed this tribute. It is our fervent wish that we can overcome this difficult time and actually see each other in person. In the interim, we did the best we could to bring all your friends together and to let everyone know how much we appreciate your time in service. I got to spend the last 15 years being groomed by the two of the best chairmen. So I appreciate you, I care about you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and Trudy on a personal level, and I wish you nothing but health and the best, and you are still required to come to the next board meeting.
Okay, I just want to say a few words. I'm not going to make a speech. Well, first of all, thank you, Andrea, for putting this thing together.
Thank you, Deborah.
And I'm going to get to Deborah. And you know, I wish you only the best success in the position, and anything I can do to help, you know, I'm there for you.
Thank you.
I would also like to thank my fellow board members, particularly those who are attending tonight. And I want to thank the folks that were my fellow officers over the years. Neil Tanner, Vice Chairman. Prior to him, David Rosen. Then we had Bernard Vishnik has been our secretary. Andrea, you served as treasurer, and Jerry Sloan, who served as treasurer. You were all wonderful and very, very helpful, and the members of the executive committee over the years. I particularly want to thank my family, starting, of course, with my wife, Trudy, who put up with a lot to be taking on this position. And she was always very, very supportive and truly my partner in this endeavor. So thank you, dear. I love you very much. The people don't really appreciate on the outside the work that's done dissented by the volunteers. And I cherish each and every one of you for the work you've done, teaching the classes, leading tours, doing chores around the building. The volunteers are the lifeblood of the center, and I think we can never thank you enough, and I can never thank you enough. And any success I had was largely due to the efforts and dedication of the volunteers, the docents and educators, the staff. There's been a lot of references to the staff tonight, and nothing could have been done without these people. I first want to thank some of them who are not with us anymore at the center. Savannah Golo, Beth Lilac, Judy Vladimir, Tracy Feinberg, Lara Cagnano, Brianne Brooks, Axel Sarmento, and Samantha. You guys are just absolutely terrific, and we miss you, and I appreciate everything you did for us. And then the current members of our staff, Helen Turner, Anthony Scalise, Deborah Long. Deborah, you've exceeded everything anybody could have expected for you in your position as our development director. And you've done an unbelievable job. And I thank you for that. And I thank you for organizing the program tonight. Thorin Tritta, who has stepped up and become our museum and program director. And anybody who's been to his programs, attends his programs online, or had the opportunity to work with him before the building was closed, knows that Thorin has been a tremendous, tremendous asset. And we thank you, Thorin. Rachel, who works with Helen, who's done a great job. I want to thank all of the elected officials who have been so helpful to us. My colleagues from other organizations on Long Island, our friends, and all the clergy. And it's not just rabbis. We've had tremendous help from people from the Catholic Church, from the Muslim community. And we've had a great deal of success because of their cooperation with us. But there's one person I really need to thank above all others. And nothing I accomplished, my accomplishment alone, and that's Carol Raggione. Carol was truly my partner in this endeavor. And as you know, she retired on the same day that my term ended. And Carol, I can never thank you enough. And I don't think the community can ever thank you enough for everything you've contributed over 20 years at the center. And I know you still care about us, and you'll be around to help when necessary. And I hope we can honor you appropriately, because no one is more deserving. So with that, I just wanted to say, I wish I could greet each of you personally now and give you all handshakes and hugs and kisses and all that sorts of things. And hopefully sometime in the near future, we'll be able to. So thank you all again very much.
Very lovely.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you had a good time. We had a great time putting this together. We are looking forward for all of you working with us going forward. This has been a very difficult year for everyone. And I would like to raise a glass on my own, empty at this point, to Steve, since I put it away, and to say thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being an exemplary leader. And thank you for giving me the big shoes that I need to fill now. And I appreciate everyone that came on this Zoom. And for those who couldn't make it, we have been recording it. And Steve, we will be sending you a copy so that you can share with family and friends that were not able to make it. Thank you. Wishing you a happy and healthy new year, and wishing you much luck in your future endeavors. We are looking forward to seeing some pictures of you on the tennis court, and we hope you enjoy your Charles Fazzino. They were very excited to be a part of this, so they send their love as well.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Steve.
Mazel tov.
L'chaim.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Good luck, Steve.
Steve.
Love you.
Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
All the best. All the best.
All the best.
Good luck.
Congratulations.
Bye. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, Steve.
Enjoy, Steve.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Steve.
Steve.
Good night, Steve. See you soon.
Good night.
Bye, Steve.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job.
Stick around, Steve. Still need you.
Very nice.